All right, and we are now live. Welcome back inside the studio, everybody. Today we are going to be doing some sculpture photography. I have this piece right here, which is going to be photographed. I tend to play around with lighting a lot. Lighting is just so important, and I'm going to be filming this anyway here at my desk. So join on in. I'm going to be here for, I don't know, a couple hours probably, but it's always fun just kind of working on things with everybody. So pop on in and let's just get to it. I'm going to have to be playing around with lights for a while. I'm going to pull out my camera, which I have right here. And yeah, just another project that I have to do before getting onto Brick Bob Films, but it's a client project, which is pretty cool. So I'm just getting everything set up in my program because I do enjoy being able to see what I'm doing on the computer, which my stop motion software allows me to do. What's up, everyone? Welcome. Okay, good. I have the live chat is set up. Yeah, so just one thing is because this is a client project, I am going to not show the animation view just for safety purposes, but you guys can look at my camera here. That should be fine. Yo, what's good, everyone? Yeah, got some new faces, got some familiar faces. But yeah, what's up, everyone? Doing a little filming. Okay. Yes. So when I was first creating this live stream interface. So my computer has three USB-C ports, and it does have one HDMI port. The only thing is the HDMI port is on the right side of the computer, and those HDMI cables are huge. Like, they're big and chunky and they jut out. So when I first, because I had some spare not USB-C. I had some spare HDMI cables and I plugged it into the side here, but the cord would come out so far. And I was like, I really don't want to have to deal with the cord protruding right into my workspace because my monitor is all on this side. My camera, my monitor is on this side. So I ordered a special USB-C to HDMI cord, and I like it a lot so far. But that does leave me with one USB-C port on the right side, which should be sufficient for shooting with the camera. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited to just do some more work on stream. Yes, this has been a character I've been working on this week. Oh wait, it's time for the most important part of the stream. All right, you ready, everybody? I have to touch up the letters. Okay, we're okay. Let's make something magnificent. So, since I started streaming, I've been working on trying to boost the appeal of the streams as much as possible. Audio, visuals. We got the stream overlay, which is great. Let me know what you guys think of the stream overlay. It was like a little weekend project, but I just wanted something that was functional, not too flowery, too visually noisy, just something simple and that would look cool, you know? And even though my camera microphone, I do have a shotgun microphone attached to my camera, even though it picks up a lot of audio, I think the audio sounds pretty good. Let me know what you think. Hold on a second. The ISO of the camera, I think, is turned up a lot, which is giving a lot of visual noise. Yo, what's good, Draconis? How you doing? Draconis, I watched the video that you sent me on Instagram, the Megablox Dragon video. It was so wonderful. It was so good. I'll have to pull out my my Megablox Dragons stuff that I have in the closet. I have to show it on stream. You guys will definitely see more of it once I get to making the Brick Bob Films episodes, because I want to use some of those coming up soon. Welcome everyone. Yeah, we got some more people pulling up. We're going to be photographing this clay character that I made right here. I regret that I cannot show you what this looks like on the animation view, like what it looks like on camera, because this is a client project. But I figured I'm gonna be like setting up and lighting for at least an hour. I thought, why not do it on stream, you know? I'm gonna turn off the light. So earlier I was talking about like the audio quality, the stream overlay quality and all that stuff. But ideally, of course, you want good lighting as well. But because I do stop motion animation, that's like you can't, the nature of the work is all about lighting, you know? Every bit of lighting from any source is going to influence what happens on camera, you know? So that's like the one non-negotiable thing when it comes to my streams. I can have whatever microphone I want and do a stop motion live stream. The stream overlay can look however I want, but the lighting and how much you can see me, that has to be secondary to what the camera sees for the subject. Yeah, so this is a client project that I was hired to do just recently, like this very month. It's not animation. I was commissioned to design and sculpt a character, not a puppet. Puppet to me suggests that it has to move and it has to be animated, but this character I just have to photograph. But visually, it looks like my stop motion puppets. It's a claymation character, like same style. But I figured that I would do some test shots. And why not do them on stream, you know? I'm going to turn off this mask. Draconis, that's so cool. What I did with my Megablox Dragons stuff was when I came back to working on Brick Bob Films last year. What I did was I was like, I had this cool idea for doing Dunces and Dragons and just featuring a whole bunch of Mega Bloks Dragons toys in the animation. But I had to go through my collection, which has been long in storage, and see what pieces I had left, because I had so many of those sets when I was a kid that there came a point where I was like, I had to get rid of so much stuff, you know? So I went through all of it, and there was a bunch of stuff missing. There was some stuff there, but ultimately what happened was I ended up reordering a bunch of pieces, like tons of minifigures. I did reorder a set, which I used for Hocus Pocus. Reordered some dragons. I'll film this guy, not film, I'll photograph this guy for a bit, but maybe at the end of the stream I can pull out the box and show you guys, if we have the time. Let me just review my notes for the lighting. Yeah, I did do that for Pearl, the Duplo figure. If you look at my old Brick Bob Films episodes that I made when I was a kid, I did like have a crude Lego Pearl made using just bricks. But I do like to have a real figurine be used to represent a character. I don't want to take a minifigure and draw a face on it, you know what I mean? That's just, nah. Those just don't look good. I want it to look clean, and I want it to maintain that consistency with, like, yeah, every character is a toy that exists and that you can buy. Granted, it's not like they're my toys, so there's no benefit for it on my end. I'll always remember watching some episodes of Robot Chicken and seeing an actual figurine that you could buy, like, being used in an animation, and to me that was just so inspirational, you know? Like, hold on, I'm just going through my Lego SpongeBob stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. You see, I was so like set on doing Brick Bob Films Dunces and Dragons. I even ordered this Lego Jester, and like just for Squidward. 1 second. Yeah. A Lego Jester, and I have Squidward, the old Squidward head on it. But yeah, like just recently, I ordered this Imaginext Man Ray, which was way too expensive, by the way, but always for you guys. Like, I have Squilliam in here somewhere. Another like semi-recurring SpongeBob character. Yeah, this was the Doodle Bob from Frankendoodle that I made. This is also another like really rare figure because it was an exclusive like mystery character from a Blind Bag series. I was lucky to get this one. Like, that's the thing. Some of these are so obscure. You gotta go for it when they show up on eBay. Okay, I'm not finding Squilliam right now, but I do have the Mega Bloks. Hold on a second. The Mega Bloks shark guy from Pirates of the Caribbean that I used in uh, One Crab's Trash. I love how this guy looks. He's so cool looking. He looked amazing on camera for that episode. Oh, there he goes. Ugh. Yeah, like, that's the annoying thing about Squidville, because, you know, that's a good episode from season 2. Season 2 has just got so many amazing episodes. But, like, the thing about Squidville is it would just be a really annoying episode to make, because I'm going to have to figure out what to do about the numerous Squidwards, because it's a whole village filled with Squidwards and Squidwards houses, you know? So, ugh, yeah, it would be just a very annoying episode to make. Like, it's not a bad episode, but I also feel like it's not quite like a classic episode, like good enough to warrant making. You know what I mean? No, Draconis. Wow, you're an OG. But yeah, I remember I said that I wanted to do, or I was gonna do, Dunces and Dragons when I was like 14, 10 years ago. And then I canceled it and did, I think, about like 5 episodes before wrapping up the show in 2016. It's an episode I want to make so much, because the vision that I have for doing the medieval environments, like the vision I have for it is just really, it excites me, you know? But first, I kind of want to drum up enough active engagement on the channel first, you know? Get more people watching these streams and stuff. Oh, just think about how cool it would be to make Dunces and Dragons for Brick Bob Films on stream. I'm wondering if I can use this. Problem with this piece is that, as I've mentioned before, this clay is like super heavy. I just need something to mount it up. Probably going to use this. Yeah, so people, there's like a rumor going around that they're gonna make a new Lego SpongeBob set this year. That would be crazy to see. Don't but we're gonna have to wait and see just how good it is. We talked about this on stream once. I'm trying to input a custom aspect ratio. Okay. Yeah, I saw the trailer for Shrek 5. Excuse me. I don't remember anything about it. I just know that there was Donkey was in it a lot. He looked very strange, and there was a joke where Gingy was like twerking or something. I don't know. It's just like that's the thing. It's like Shrek was already defined by its pop culture references, you know, making a lot of pop culture jokes and such. But I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna make me cringe now, you know? Like I'm trying to picture with how fast internet culture moves, or whatever culture the Shrek writing team is going off of. Like the thought of them trying to do like make a lot of references to different types of internet culture stuff and have it not be dated by the time the film comes out, like it just seems very like a very very slippery slope, you know? I mean, in the teaser trailer that came out, you know, just there was like there were jokes referencing the like whole Shrek. What is it? What did you call the Shrek memes? Like the Shrek is love era, which was like in 2015. It's 10 years old at this point. 10 plus. Yeah, if well that's the thing. So going back to the possibility of Lego SpongeBob, a couple Lego SpongeBob sets returning coming soon. It's like they're going to, in order for me to like get the set, like pick them up, like I'm gonna pick it up to integrate it into Brickbob Films. But that being said, the setup that I have right now is designed to fit the dimensions of the current sets I have, like the current Conch Street houses. Ooh, don't want to disturb that cable. So like if it comes out and it's just if it's just too big, too cumbersome, like I'm probably not gonna get it. Not to mention the fact that it's like $200 probably gonna be. I'm really trying to think about the last time I even bought a brand new Lego set. I'm trying to think. Off the top of my head, maybe 2015 when Jurassic World came out, you know? Yeah, it's an old meme, you know. Meanwhile, you have something like in terms of going, yeah, I'm kind of flip-flopping back and forth between Lego SpongeBob and Shrek 5, but you had Puss in Boots too, which is just like that movie is so it's such a timeless classic and it's only a couple years old. That movie's just that movie had no reason being as good as it was. I really don't know what else to say. Yeah, with going back to Lego SpongeBob, it's like I have I don't really feel one way or the other about new Lego SpongeBob sets coming out. I'm just like because with the current setup I have, you know, nothing's broken. It's not like I'm filming my Brickbob Films episodes being like, "Oh, I wish that I had a new set for SpongeBob or Squidward's house." That would be great, like really great if they made some new sets that were genuinely just better than the current ones in every way. But if that doesn't happen, like it's not, you know, no one's complaining. Like I wouldn't I wouldn't care, and my viewers certainly wouldn't care. I've never heard anyone complain in the comments. It's just like one of those, you know, nothing's broken situations. So why fix it? I'm just like, I'm not getting my hopes super high. I still have to see Hoodwinked. Yeah, we talked about that a bit because it was probably when we were talking about Shrek a while back. Oh, and now Toy Story 5 is here, I guess. That goes to show how much I've been following along things. Yeah, I pulled up one of the Brickheads figures on a previous stream just to show you all. Shoot, I might even do it again. Might even do it again. Because I did hear that there would be a buildable set. I don't know what you call a regular Lego set. I'm sure that there's a distinctive name for it. A construction set, I think. But then I heard that there would be a Brickheads set for SpongeBob. And I looked up, I'm like, what even is Brickheads? I looked it up and I can confirm that I could not be less excited about the prospect of one of these coming out. I'm going to show you guys what we're dealing with here. Just wait. It's always at the bottom. You guys see this? Sorry, it's taking up my whole screen. Sorry about the jump scare. See this monstrosity? Oh, these look so bad. I love that. Wait, hold on a second. I'm trying not to cover up my face. I love that what Oswald the Lucky Rabbit and Mickey have the exact same face is Tinkerbell and Snow White. Like what? Oh, it's garbage. All right, go away. Go away. It's such garbage, dude. Like why would I, it's like I'm just, yeah, Lego Funko Pops. So here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you guys because I'm not a poser. I do have one Funko Pop. I only have one Funko Pop. And I remember I was like, if I ever had to get a Funko Pop, I'm only going to get this one. I'm going to show you guys right now. I'm going to take it out of its plastic shell. This up at a convention because at conventions you can basically pluck these figures from the very wall. This is the only one that I have. You will find no other Funko Pop figures in my room. Now, so why did I get this? Why was I inspired to get this one of all? First of all, I like American Psycho. It's a absolutely hilarious movie. It's basically like a cartoon. Love that movie. But for this figure, they kept, not only did they add the eyelids to the big eyeballs, which really makes a huge difference, but they gave him his confident, they gave Patrick Bateman his snarky, confident, asshole-ish eyebrows. Like, it's just crazy how this minor difference, minor tweak, makes such a huge difference in the end product. The amount of personality that's being conveyed by this face in, holding the axe and with the blood is just, it's perfect. Genius. Of course I had to go with the blood one because they also have this really cool blood effect on the window of it. But yeah, this was the only one that I ever wanted, and now I got it. I'm like a kid at show and tell. Look at me. arduous task getting it back in the box. Yeah, uh, don't be fooled by the internet. There's like this really obnoxious meme culture around the film American Psycho of like red pillars, I guess you could say, because the internet just has to ruin everything. But it's a good movie. Christian Bale's performance is just absolutely ingenious. It's so over the top and hilarious. It's like it's not a comedy, but to me I call it a comedy. Like that movie to me is like an animated movie with hyper realistic animation. It's so good. Let's see Paul Allen's Funko Pop. Yeah, they only made Patrick Bateman Funko Pop, but I love that movie. Yeah, it's for me. It's like I really enjoy seeing films starring like a tragic, terrible anti-hero. Like Barry Lyndon is another one where like you're supposed to hate the main character. Uncut Gems is another film where you're supposed to like hate the main character. I love watching films like that where the writers don't have to be concerned with giving giving the main character a save the cat moment. Save the cat moment is like that's like writers talk for the moment at the beginning of the film where the main character does something noble to show you, yes, this person has a fine, upstanding moral compass. Instead, you have the opposite where it's like you have a scene where very early on where the audience is supposed to say, yeah, this character is unstable, crazy, and is going to bring about their own downfall, you know? Clockwork Orange, that's another good one. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something. A little point of frustration. Do you guys see this winder rig? This is a very, very, very important tool for stop motion animation. But here's the thing. So like I got this one on Amazon. It's not bad, but here's the problem. It's the arm. So the arm has individual joints. Normally you'll see these with a singular bar instead of a long elaborate arm like this. But because this arm has individual joints, you do get more movement from it. Like you can pose it however you want and such. But for the work that I do, I don't really need this much articulation. I just need it to hold up the subject. And for just holding up the subject, this is not a very good arm. Because there's individual joints, if even one of them is slightly too loose, the whole thing's gonna collapse, you know? More points of failure and stuff like that. No Country for Old Men is amazing. That's a really good movie. So the funny thing about the Lego movie is I actually avoided the Lego movie for a long time when it came out. Didn't it come out like I think it came out like 2014, I think it was. I avoided that movie for a long time. Oh, you see that? Yeah. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I avoided it for a long time because like I was like, oh, everyone's gonna be asking me to see this movie because I have a Lego animation channel and blah 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 blah. This movie's probably gonna be really cheesy and stuff like that. Like I assumed that it was like this corporate product type thing. But then I think I saw it during 2020 and it was like very, very amazing. It was like very clever. It was another movie that just had no reason being as good as it was. Come on. Yeah, that was Lord and Miller. I think they did it. I heard somebody say that Lord and Miller are yeah, the director duo. They're like the masters of taking like horrible corporate schlock ideas and making them into like genuinely very, very good movies. I'm trying to think the best way to mount this guy up. Maybe something underneath. Hmm. Not entirely stable, but better. Good center of gravity. Clone High. I I never heard about Clone High before, and then for some reason it just like blew up during the pandemic. Like it, like everyone was talking about it on social media. It's just super popular. I don't know why. Yo, Beetlebug 2, welcome back. Okay, so far we're doing well. I would really prefer for this not to fall when my back is turned. There's a chance that's probably gonna happen. Oh, yep, there he goes. Yeah, this is definitely on me. I did not really design this with like the rigging in mind. Now I'm paying the price for it, but we're okay. Yeah. I anticipated that this would be a little bit finicky, but we're all right. I never had any of those Game Boy Advance movie cartridges when I was a kid. Some of them contained multiple films. I never saw those when I was a kid, but I did discover that they were a thing when I was a teenager, and I was like, what? That's crazy. The Game Boy Advance was just such a good system. Oh my gosh, if someone put Brick Bob films onto a Game Boy Advance cartridge, that would be epic. Okay, so get this, believe it or not, I don't like Minecraft. It was a thing that I remember when Minecraft first came out and when it blew up in popularity. Like blew up. It was huge. It was so huge. And I had like my older friends, like I would go over to their houses to play and they would they would get their laptops, put the laptop down on my lap and be like, "Yo, this is Minecraft." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. What do you do in this game?" And they're like, "Okay, so you can run around and you can collect resources, rocks, sticks, build houses, build weapons and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Well, wait, well, why I could just go outside and play with sticks, you know?" Because that's what me and my friends would do when we were kids. We'd play outside. I remember I had this one friend who had an entire collection of sticks in the woods by his house that were like hidden underneath this cool rock. And he was like, "Okay, this is the staff. This is the mace. This is the magical rod, or this is a sword, and this and that and this and that." And yeah, I never found Minecraft appealing. I think it was because like people would build stuff in it, or kids were building things in it, but I was already doing like my animation and stuff, and I was like, if I could like do something, if I could build something, well, I'd rather do it in an animation or as a clay puppet. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was never appealed. Now there was, I think the one thing about Minecraft that I found kind of fun was survival mode. I forgot about survival mode versus creative mode. I forgot that there was a distinction. But yeah, like at least in survival mode, there's like some kind of a goal where it's like, oh yeah, build shelter so you don't get eaten by the creatures at night. Like that to me seemed kind of fun, but it just I wasn't intrigued enough to really get into it. But yeah, tons of other people from childhood were into it. Still are to this day. Yeah. It was just like Minecraft was such a cultural phenomenon. Unprecedented. I still don't trust this very precarious mount that we have the character on. Oh boy. Yeah, like I know that Minecraft wasn't really like I don't know if it was as much a game as it was a tool. I thought that it was really cool that it was a tool that would get kids creating things, but I don't know, I just to me it was for what I was doing as a kid, making stuff, I already was doing things like sculpting characters and animating stuff. And to me, I just always found that more interesting than creating something within this program where, you know, you click to add and you click to remove. You know what I mean? Like, I acknowledge that it must have been very liberating for a lot of kids as a kid, like, I just repeated myself. Yeah, it was liberating for a lot of kids to be able to create something through those means, but not yeah, just not for me. Once again, you know, just the animations and such. I just have to add more height. The reason I keep touching that red glob of clay is because I want to make sure that it's not heating up, because that could be bad. We don't want that. Yeah, I really don't want to turn on the air conditioning because it's just going to cause a whole bunch of noise pollution in the stream. try this. I have a prime lens, 50 millimeter, that I want to try. Just to get that better, slightly better quality. Does look good. Away. Looking pretty swank. Yeah, the client just wants a black background, which makes things easier for me. I'm not complaining. So it's just lighting the character correct. And I don't mind the rig down here. Didn't, wait. Yeah, I heard that Paramount got Warner Brothers or something. That thing's been going on for a while. I think there was like an investigation or something, but yeah, like Paramount got Warner Brothers, and Netflix wanted them, and this and that and this and that. Now we're here. Some cool lighting. I have to take these off. The reason I put these on my lights is because when I was filming Brick Bob Films last year, you could just see the ring reflection on all the Legos, and it was really annoying. That's one of the things I really don't like about filming Legos is that the reflections are just so obnoxious. Like the Legos are slick plastic and they just bounce the light off of everything, you know? Let's see. If you want to send your art to me on social media, you could send it to my Instagram. DM it. But I probably won't see it for a bit. I try and avoid social media like as much as possible. Just use it for posting. He has a massive collection of Lego planktons. I should contact him and be like, "Yo, can I just borrow them for a bit so I can so I can look like just use them for what the heck is it? Plankton's Army, that episode? That's another episode that a lot of people want. And I'm like, you know, I like that episode. I don't dislike it. It's just really annoying. Just so many planktons I would have to buy, you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's not that expensive to get like a bunch of Lego Planktons. That's the thing. It's like these Lego Planktons and these Lego Squidwards have been long out of print, so it's hard to buy them in bulk on eBay. And they're so obscure, so even if you do get them, you're probably not gonna like. I know that if I were to purchase a whole bunch of Lego Planktons or a bunch of Lego Squidwards, like I would only need it for that one episode. Plankton's Army and Squidville, and then I'm not gonna need that many ever again. That's why I'm like, yeah, those are good, good episodes. I just, you know, yeah, they're good episodes. It's just like, ugh, having to buy all those planktons or all those Squidwards is just so annoying. It's like, ugh. An episode that I was watching last night, because I've been like going through episodes. Oh man, like I think I rewatched season 2, season 3, season 4. I'm watching season 4 right now. And I rewatched Ghost Host, and I was like, man, that would doing like the clay animation effects for Ghost Host would be so cool. I could like I could do what I did for Squid Bob Tentacle Pants and like turn it up even more, making something terrifying. That could be a lot of fun. Like Ghost Host, that's not an episode that I love, but at least like the clay special effects I feel like could be really cool. If I really just want to do an episode where I'm doing tons of special effects. Seeing how these test shots are. I like the little highlight from the yellow light. That's pretty cool. Adds a nice little effect. Yokoso Scooby Doo? No. I have not seen that. I like Scooby Doo is so weird because there's still Scooby Doo stuff coming out, but I'm like, do people like is the brand recognition, the iconography really that strong? Like, are people coming out of the woodwork to see the latest Scooby Doo thing? Granted, you have like shows like Velma, but I feel like I don't know. That show was like just designed to irritate people. Man, I think the most Scooby Doo that I watched as a kid was the live action film with Matthew Lillard. Oops. Even wait, Rowan Atkinson's in it. Played a robot. I don't know. I mean, sure, it's not like a good movie, but I remember it being pretty fun. I mean, it had some like really like I don't know if I'd say scary, but definitely creepy moments. Like that scene with the where Scooby Doo and Shaggy are pinned to the wall, and the monsters like the turkey, the roast turkey on the table like opens up and like a giant scary monster comes out of it. That freaked me out as a kid. Also the ghost at the start of the film making that scary laugh. Like it I thought it was pretty fun. Then Scoob came out during the pandemic, and I heard it was very strange. Never saw it. I just remember there was a villain whose name was a bad word. this light is way too cold. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I thought the cast was pretty good. The girl who played Velma was great. Guy who played Matthew Lillard is Shaggy, of course, was great. Guy that played Fred was good. Girl that played Daphne, is that her name? I swear I get her mixed up with Sharpay from High School Musical. There was a girl that I knew growing up whose personality was exactly like Daphne from the Scooby Doo movie. That's why I found her so entertaining. I was like, oh, I know a girl just like this. All right. I'm gonna take like one more. Confounded. How do we? Okay. Yep, there he goes. Okay, that's good. That's enough for now. We're gonna test these out. These do not have to be final. And I will be investing in a proper winder rig arm very soon. Nothing a little Photoshop can't touch up. Heck yeah. You're gonna go here. Who's dropping hearts in my chat? I thought that I was like I thought that movie came out when I was I guess aware of movies coming out, but I guess it came out way earlier. 2002, yeah, I would have no memory of that coming out. Man, it's pretty old. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to watermark these images. But no, that's good progress. Wait, where's that thing from my hands? There we go. Yeah, well, I just remember for what Five Nights at Freddy's when people found out that he was Purple Guy, people were like, "Oh hell yeah!" And I concur. It's like he did. I mean, I haven't seen him in many other things, but he seems to be doing well. does a good job. I remember he made like a special appearance in Looney Tunes Back in Action. He's like sitting at the dinner table with Shaggy and Scooby, like their animated forms. That was pretty clever. I guess that movie came out like the year after. My my trash is always moving from one side of the room to the other. And right now it's on the other side and I don't feel like getting it. So I'm going to be playing on my computer for a bit. Bear with me. Photoshop. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. Pretty evil looking. Had some variety. Where is it? Yeah, just taking care of a few things before getting into Brick Bob Films mode, you know? Yes, I did see The Day the Earth Blew Up. We talked about that once in stream. It was like, oh my gosh, the hand done animation, like you can tell right away it's hand done. Looks great. I don't I don't think uh, I don't think I knew any of the actors in The Day the Earth Blew Up, which is how I like it. They could have gotten Chris Pratt or Pedro Pascal to be Porky or something. So glad they didn't. But yeah, I thought it was really good. The the twist I thought was, I mean, I thought it was kind of dumb if I recall correctly, but what made me cringe was the whole Boba Tea twist. I don't know, they could have made it French fries or something, but no, they had to make it something like very, very trendy, like I don't know. I found that pretty cringe. The rest of the movie I thought was good. I would give that a rewatch. And I talked about on stream like why I thought what like why I could see it coming. There's a very, very specific reason for why I could see it coming. Like in American Dad, because I watched American Dad when I was a teenager, and there was, ooh, I don't know why it's a tangent. Okay, yeah, there was this episode of American Dad that I saw when I was a teenager where like Jeff, the boyfriend, goes to space and he's interacting with Roger, the aliens race, and this and that and this and that, and the aliens they took they made an entire mall and they're like, oh, we have this mall where it's comprised of all these things that we consider to be like Earth's greatest resources. And one of the things is shawarma. It's like very, very random. And I remember watching that as a kid and being like, oh, okay, shawarma. That's a little bizarre, but I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know what a shawarma is, but I guess people like shawarma. I'm guessing it was some kind of trendy thing. Generally, people like. So when they were doing that big twist in The Day the Earth Blew Up, where they were like, "Oh, Earth's one of Earth's greatest resources is here," I was like, "Oh no, it's gonna be a food." And what food? What? Not even a destination buy. What drive by, impulse buy, pickup buy food is everywhere right now that everyone's adding to their menu? Boba tea. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was. Doesn't ruin the movie for me, but it just, oh boy, I just thought it was so, it was cringe. I'm gonna say it was cringe. I never saw Freebirds, but I remember when there were like trailers for it in the theaters. That movie is also kind of like a meme, you know? It's like another meme movie. Oh, I had lots of pizza from Chuck E. Cheese as a kid growing up. For some reason, it was always pineapple pizza. I to this day I remember what it tasted like. I know it's pretty. Didn't mean to traumatize you all with that story, but yeah, yeah. My it was not my decision. The thing was, my sister, she loved pineapple pizza or pineapple on pizza when we were kids. Me, I could just take it or leave it. But yeah, oh man, yeah. So I had a lot from there. Yeah, I to this day, like I don't know what the point of the Velma show was. I think I watched the first I did watch at least the first couple episodes because they didn't release all the episodes at once because I did a video on this channel where I talked about it. But yeah, I don't know what the I don't know what the point of a show like that even is. Like is it trying to be like is abrasive and offensive as possible to a very like particular group on the internet? Like I don't know, dude. It's just personally I just don't think that it's even worth giving that show your time to like even talk about, you know? I'm chilling. Show's done and we can all move on. Such a goofy concept for an animated film. Freebirds. I'm so bad at navigating Photoshop. Photoshop is like it's such a funny app to me because it's like it's you use it to do a lot of creative work in it, but at the same time like the way the app is laid out, it's like the most like it's laid out for like a unpersonable clinical IQ of 170 scientist to use. It's like it's so just oh man. What am I even doing, dude? Uh, yeah, usually when I use Photoshop, I'm like removing, uh, like in order to remove stuff or add things or do even like the most simple basic task, I have to look up a YouTube tutorial for everything, you know? Yeah, like, uh, a show that's clearly trying to be bad, and then you have like a beautiful work of art like Age of Resistance. Didn't Velma get like two seasons? But anyway, yeah, I people say that when it comes to Netflix, everyone has that one show on Netflix that they really loved and that Netflix just axed too soon. For me, mine is Age of Resistance, Dark Crystal of Age of Resistance. Oh, it's such a tragedy. Such a good show. Yeah, I did a video talking about Age of Resistance as well, but I just it talking about media that movies, TV shows, video games. Like I've given that a shot in a bunch of different forms, but I felt the reason that I took those videos off of the channel is because it just doesn't really reflect the direction that I wanted this channel to go in. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. Wait, should I don't know if Draconis, if you're still here, I can go get my Mega Bloks Dragon stuff because I'm good with the photography for now. Stranger Things was another thing that like was huge when it came out. Just everyone talking about it. I saw the first few episodes, but didn't get very far. Yeah, TV shows are really tough for me because first seasons of shows are usually just burdened with exposition and world building. Like you have to just keep like a mental map of everything going on that's going to be built up over the course of many hours and hopefully many seasons or however many the the show can get away with. I saw the first season of Big Mouth and I hated it so much. It's like it was a really bad first season. I really didn't like that show. Awful art style, generic, you know, adult animation cartoon for TV style, tons of celebrities, very weird subject matter, genuinely like good ideas just being pulled off like really bad. I remember watching the first season when it came out and they showed the character the hormone monster and I was like, "Oh, this is so brilliant." But then they like totally ruined it. Like the hormone monster, I thought like everyone had their own unique hormone monster, but then it turns out that he's just like a guy that people know. Like everyone has him, like the same one. It's just like it's really just I don't know, just not well done. I think I might have heard about that Scooby Doo thing. Yeah, Scooby Doo is just like, yeah, apparently it has a very devoted fan base. I don't know where they are. Oops. Undo that. Yeah, that's like the worst feeling is like when you do start a show and you get substantially far into it and then you don't finish it, and then the longer you go without finishing it, it makes it all the more intimidating to come back to it because now you have to be like, okay, if I come back to it, I have to kind of get reacclimated to everything and stuff like that, know what's going on. Yeah, it's just, no. How do I mask something? Oh, I think it's that easy. Sweet. Oh, awesome. Terrific. Got a good little mask going here. Well done. Sweet. We love Photoshop. Twin Peaks I've heard of. Never seen it. Here it's good. Gravy. I was not alive during the 80s, so I do not have any input there of what it was like. Yeah, one of the things for me with like the idea of creating like an IP or a show or a movie or something like that is like I want it I would want it to take place in a world where mobile phones don't exist, because it's like watching shows like, for instance, SpongeBob or Ed and Eddie or literally any cartoon where the universe exists in the absence of mobile phones. Like, I like the idea of just looking at a world where not every person who's like not actively doing something is just like hunched over looking at a device, you know? That's something that I definitely miss about life, was before the phones like took over. Cuz I remember when I was a kid, before, oh, here comes the train. before the mobile phone boom took over and every kid wanted a phone or an iPod, everyone had the Nintendo DS Lite. Every kid had one of those. Like that was so cool because like even though it was a device that you could use on your own, if you wanted to play with friends, you had to get together and there was that really cool feature download play where you guys could play a game multiplayer with each other even if you both didn't have the game. That was so awesome. I remember kids like sitting together playing with their Nintendo DSs together. Yeah, like just once again, like I come from that era where playing video games with friends meant that you were sitting down next to your friend playing with them, you know? That's why like when I got older and like, a lot of kids my age are like, "Oh, we're thinking of playing video games together. Yeah, hop on mine." I'm like, "Nope. No thanks. I'm pretty good. I don't need to I don't need another reason to be glued to my device." Yeah, anime is something that I've consumed quite a bit of in more recent years. When I was a kid, the most anime that I would watch, I mean, really all the anime films I would watch were Studio Ghibli. But now I do watch I watch more anime. Saw finally finished watched the entirety of Attack on Titan. Seen Evangelion, but that was a while ago. Watched Chainsaw Man, watched a movie that came out in theaters, really good movie. I saw that anime film Scarlet, which I wasn't too big a fan of, or it was very ambitious. Wasn't too into it, though. I thought the execution wasn't that good. Uh, yeah, no, I definitely appreciate it. First season of One Punch Man, I really like. Anime has definitely inspired me and influenced my animation in a lot of ways because anime TV shows, the style of anime, the reason that a lot of it exists is because those shows were created on very limited budgets. And seeing the individual styles and the way that they film an anime or animate an anime, seeing the way they do it and observing that it was like done in a cost effective way, like I find that really clever because those constraints create creativity. But yeah, like the Chainsaw Man movie, which I saw saw in theaters, very beautiful animation. I because like both, I mean, a lot of anime films nowadays will combine CG with 2D animation, traditional animation, and in the Chainsaw Man movie, it looked really good, very beautiful. Then you have something like Scarlet, where it was like it's clearly trying to do both, but it ultimately felt like it was like for the most part CG, and the it was dominating the 2D elements, and the 2D elements seemed kind of limited. No, I've never seen that film. I'm trying to think if there's anything else recent anime that I've seen. Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. I mean, that one's kind of old at this point, but love that movie. Saw The Boy and the Heron. I should probably see it again though. I feel like that's like one of those movies that would be better upon rewatch. Either way though, spectacular animation. Saw Death Note during COVID. Granted, I feel like everyone's seen Death Note. Yes, I have done it. I can't think of these animes off the top of my head. I'm just gonna look up anime. Really enjoy, uh, really enjoyed the film Akira. I saw that a few years ago at this point, but it's Akira. That's like an unbelievably beautifully animated movie. Need to see uh, Cowboy Bebop. Oh yeah, the Cyberpunk show I saw, but I would need to Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I need to rewatch that. Oh yeah, I did see the new Lupin movie that came out. I think I've only seen three Lupin movies. Lupin the Third. I saw the Hayao Miyazaki one, of course. The one's so good. I saw the 3D one that came out a few years ago, Lupin the Third, the first, and then I saw the new one. I don't even remember what it was called. What was it? Lupin Immortal Bloodline or something? I could totally be wrong there, but it came out like last year. Yeah, I was when I was making Brickbop Films One Crab's Trash. While I was like in production for that episode, my my sister pointed out, she was like, "Gosh, it bothers me so much that Mr. Krabs has gray hands." And I was like, "Oh yeah. Yeah, he does have gray hands, doesn't he?" Because I just he's had gray hands for so long. Just so long at this point. And I'm just like, to me, I'm numb to it, but I forget that other people are not acclimated to it like the way I am. That, like, yeah, it is very weird that he has gray hands because that was what they did on the original design, you know? that was how he came in the sets. So after I finished One Crab's Trash, I was like, "Yep, that's it. I am retiring gray hand Mr. Krabs." I ordered some Lego hands on eBay, and then that was it. I he has red hands, the way it should be. Yeah, that was one of those things I just ran with for way too long. Yeah, that was a moment where I was like, okay, I'm okay with deviating from the official look of the character. Yeah, the gray hands is so bizarre. Very bizarre. Yeah, but no, I am genuinely looking forward to giving a new treatment to some more episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants coming soon this summer. Haven't seen Redline. Yeah, in doing it all on stream, I think is going to be a lot of fun. I do have like things to finish before I go into Brick Bob Films mode, and I I do have a few production related things that might slow down the filming of the next Brick Bob Films episode a bit, but it's gonna be worth it. I'm working on it actively. How did these other pictures come out? Because as you can see, I photographed this character in different colors. Let's have a look. There we go. That's good. It's coming out good. Oh boy. Taking care of business. Oh, you know it. I will be filming. I will be streaming any filming taking place. Because now that like if I could do the Popeye project or even something like this or the past couple streams where I've just been doing miscellaneous tasks, I think that filming Brick Bob films on stream would just be so much fun. I'm gonna turn off this light. It's right in my eyes. Yeah, and the best part is like I have two desks now, so not everything needs to take place on this one desk. So I can continue doing stuff like this on my other desk. Oh, I I have so many ideas of episodes I'd like to do, but like I've said before, I have to go with my gut on it a lot of the time, which ones I do. It's usually the best way I can describe it is just I have to go with my gut on it. It's like what episode should get made right now. It's like a combination of what I want to do, what I'm capable of doing, what the audience wants, and just what makes the most sense right now. Longer episode or shorter episode? More production heavy episode or less production heavy episode? Still figuring it out. I mean, I already said that I really, 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 really wanted to do Dunces and Dragons. I wanted to do that last year, but it just wasn't meant to be. Plus, we had some good episodes last year anyway, so it's fine. But remember that no matter what episode I do, it will truly be magnificent. Do want to do more episodes with clay animation and such. And I have a few other ideas in my head. They are gonna remain there for now. All right, that should do. Yeah, I'm currently figuring out what to do about the Popeye footage because I submitted the Popeye reanimated collab scene. I submitted it. It's done. I do have an unlisted upload on this channel of just like the raw scene, but I'm going to be working on just getting that video up so you guys can all enjoy it. And if it's just the raw footage, like that's fine, but I would prefer to do some kind of edit where I can show like the evolution of the scene I was assigned, the animatic the animatic I created, and just like maybe talk about it. Something not too editing heavy. But just something more than just like the animated scene. I don't know. Maybe I'm psyching myself out, but just something that reinforces the fact that this is made by human hand, you know? Because that's just so it's so important. I feel like showing the human work that goes into doing anything, whether it's photographing a puppet or making the puppet, the animating, the plotting out the visuals, just all of that stuff. Which is another reason that I started doing this streaming series. And so far it's going pretty good, don't you think? Yeah, shoot. Wait, okay. I don't know if Draconis is here, but I'm gonna get a couple of my Mega Bloks Dragons stuff. To show you guys a bit. I don't want to devote too much time to it, but like it's like when you see these, you're gonna know why I'm particularly excited of the prospect of doing uh, Dunces and Dragons. It's like these things are sick looking. Hold on a second. These are awesome. Ready to go. So I used some of these for Hocus Pocus last year. But like, you know, you could put them together like Legos, but these were like sculpted pieces. You know, this is like a wall, and it's sculpted and painted. Oh, shoot, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to turn on my light, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to see anything. But like all types of things, like the artifacts, the construction pieces, they all have texture. If you want to see better footage of these, you know, you could look it up, or you could also see a little bit of it in Brick Bob Films Hocus Pocus. But these are like so cool. There's so much detail. And oh man, like this was, here's a print of like the the front box, you know? This is a manual, obviously, but yeah. I remember seeing these on the store shelves and just like I gotta say recently, like going over toys that I grew up with, building toys, uh, action figures, all of this stuff. It's like it's gotten to the point where I'm like, I wonder if I should go into the toy industry. Like seriously. Because when I was a little kid, like going to the store and seeing all these buildable sets with like a box that looks like this, it's like the most amazing thing in the world. Like this stuff really, really inspired me when I was a kid. You know, I mean, I showed these in one of my recent streams. Like, you buy something like this, which is also from the Mega Bloks Dragons line, but it's like it's a very simple $5 toy, but the amount of presentational work just jumps out at you at the shelf. And I have other stuff too, but yeah, it's just like these things are sick. First, these batteries even work. Some of these are from my childhood. Some of them are rebuys. This one's, oh yeah. Like, dude, you're never gonna see something like this in Lego. It's a really cool one. He has wings too. Only thing is, these tend to have plastic. These all have plastic joints that do not age super well. I'm trying to be quite gentle. Yeah, whatever. Oh, is it that one? Might be that one. Ah. Oh well. Anyway. Here's an artifact from one of the castles. Cool statue. I remember I got rid of this set, but I loved this piece so much that I kept it. It's like this fully sculpted dragon head. Oh. But I can already see, like, with the work that I'm doing with the Legos on BrickBob Films, these would look so amazing on camera. Just so amazing. So I've said that I really want to, I really want to do like more clay animation and stuff for my BrickBob Films episode. But featuring something like this, I would find would be like equally amazing. This was like one of my favorite dragon toys when I was a kid. I could never part with this guy. Just feel like a kid at show and tell. Anyway, that's just a little sneak peek, but totally want to do something with these eventually. And fortunately, with BrickBob Films, like that could be the opportunity, you know? I can't, and it's not just the construction pieces or even the dragons, but there are army figurines and stuff like that. It would look so cool. I remember last year I went and just replaced a whole bunch of the ones that I got rid of on eBay. Yeah, you have all these armies and stuff like that. You have these knights and stuff like that. This whole bag is just weapons, and the weapons look really cool. Sorry, the lighting is quite dreadful. Also, these are very small subjects, but you get the idea. Yeah. No, it's not just animation. I just love that you can use toys to like, in stop motion, bring it all to life, stuff like that. Yep. So, no, hopefully these guys will appear soon because they've been waiting a long time for it. Anyway, so I'm gonna call the stream here. We're gonna be back soon. We're taking care of business in the meantime, but I'm really looking forward to whatever comes next. Remember, check out the Patreon. You can join for free. Consider becoming a channel member because we're going to be doing more streams, and you'll get a badge and you'll get exclusive emojis. So, either way, I'll see you guys really soon, and take care. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for pulling up. I'll see you guys next time.